Well, what say now? I know how I look. I know how I sound. They're like, oh, great, white trash Mario brother. Fantastic. Y'all would play the shit out of that game though, wouldn't you? Every level's a different trailer park. You know, it's not even coins and mushrooms. It's catalytic converters and methamphetamines. You get to the boss and he's in a double wide. Ooh! And you blow up his meth lab and your grand prize is a full set of teeth. Yay! But no, I get judgment coming up here, you know. I mean, white ladies get offended every time I hit a stage. I bet he is racist. I'm from a biracial family, y'all. Shit you not. Do you know how happy I was that they made The Little Mermaid black? I was happy as hell because my niece is 4 years old, gorgeous little brown lady, right? And she run up to her mama and she was like, Mama, the Little Mermaid's black like me. God, it was precious. And that whole half of the family signed up for swimming lessons. Just offended 3 more white women. I'm from Weaverville, North Carolina. I tell people that and they're like, I bet he needs help with his reading. I have a bachelor's degree. I know that the C's are silent and suck my dick. Judgment, I can feel it. I can. I bet he has said mean things about members of the LGBTQ plus community. You'd be right. I have said mean things to members of the Ligba-Tikwa community. I tried to say queer one time and I got my ass kicked out in the parking lot. So Ligba-Tikwa it is. But I have said mean things to members of that community. Terrible things. Like, hey, wake up. Clean your room. You're 20 years old. You still live in this house. Get a fucking job. I love having members of the rainbow community in my family. I love having them as my children. My daughter is 25 years old and bi. And when she come out to us as a teenager, I was happy as shit. Because that took teen pregnancy down 50% right then. I turned into a Jewish grandmother with every mullet sporting lesbian I could find. I was like, excuse me, come here. Do you have a pickup truck or a Subaru? Meet my daughter, she's gorgeous. My daughter brought that first lady to the house and I immediately knew it wasn't going to work out because it was a girly girl. And sure enough, within 6 months, my daughter was like, I don't know about this. And I was like, yeah, it's because you're the one squashing the bugs in the relationship, ain't you? And it don't matter, gay, straight, pan, trans, whatever. That's a relationship right there. You got the person that squashes bugs and the person that's like, ah! You know? I told my daughter, I was like, you need to find something with a dick or you need to find a girl that looks like Eddie Vedder, you know? Eddie Vedder was the lead singer of Pearl Jam back in the 90s, some of you young folks. But I say members with an S because my youngest is 21 years old. They were assigned female at birth, and they are transgender. At 18, they began taking testosterone. And at 42, I began stealing their testosterone. I'm so brave. It has been a learning experience, y'all. It's been a learning experience. You know, I got to take them to their very first treatment. We had to go all the way to Nashville to get this treatment, you know, and it was different. Not a lot of crew cab Chevys in that parking lot, you know what I mean? Fucking Subarus as far as the eye could see. It was a litany of legacies. A fuck ton of Foresters, I guess you could say. So I walk in with my kid, right? And they're very mask presenting already, you know. And I walk in, and this tiny little blonde girl comes up to me like I was about to start a protest, you know. And she's like, "Can we help you?" I was like, "Ease up, Khaleesi. I'm here for my kid. I'm here to support them." And she just stopped dead in her tracks, and she was like, "We've never seen that before." And I was like, "Wait a minute, you've never seen a father supporting their child so they can be more comfortable in their own skin?" And she goes, "No, we see that every day, but they ain't wearing overalls, you fucking redneck." It's my turn to get offended. And I said, "Listen here, you dragon riding bitch. I am a hillbilly, not a redneck. Of all places to respect pronouns, there's probably 2 English majors from ETSU going, "Those aren't pronouns." Number one, you go to ETSU. Fuck off. But that first treatment is at the office to make sure they get the injections and all that stuff. They know how to do it. And then they mail everything to the house after that. And about 6 months go by, and things were changing, y'all. And within 6 months, I had a moment with my kid I never thought I would have. I got to teach them how to shave. That was something I really thought they'd go to their mom for. You know, you don't want to nick a lip or anything like that. But I got to have a double up dad moment that very evening because I get the best of both worlds having a trans kid. I teach them how to shave, and then I bring home ice cream and ibuprofen because they're on their period. Now, folks, I'm going to wrap this up. I've told a lot of jokes at my kids' expense, you know, but we live in East Tennessee. It's not the most Ligba-Tiqua-friendly community, you know. And in all truth, my kid can be arrested for being who they are. And that's sad for me. And I was very, very worried. And I went to them about it, and I said, "Hey, I'm going to be telling these jokes. Are you okay with it?" And they were like, "Yeah, they're fucking funny." And this is also when my autistic transgender kid had an itty-bitty hillbilly moment. But it was very, very noticeable. It was like a NASCAR float at a pride parade. You know what I mean? But it popped right up. They were like, "Are you worried that someone would show up at the house with hate in their hearts?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's exactly it." And they went, "Dad, D-A-Y-U-H-D, Dad, if they make it past the pit bulls, they're getting shot." I still get misty. Just hearing those words in my head. I pulled them close and I wiped the tears from my face. I was like, that's my they, them right there. Folks, I'm John Pruitt. Give it up for Travis Stevenson. Thank you so much, Blue Ridge Comedy Club. Y'all have a great night.
John Pruitt!